The Pteranodon Gen 2 tournament is here, and I'm going to be doing it in today's episode. It's apparently only 1,000 trophies to win, so I'm actually going to try and see what it's going to be. And also in today's episode, we'll be taking on some of these great events going on right now that you can win. Not some bad rewards in them, not really bad. You have a really good chance with this one here, getting a legendary creature if you are able to win, of course. All right, let's see what this is going to be here, and... oh. I mean, Cenozoic tournaments can't be that hard, can they? Surely not. Because apparently what you're going to be needing the tournament for here is going to be, with the brand new S hybrid, you're going to be needing to win the Pteranodon Gen 2 tournament. Luckily, it is only about 1,000. Okay, that's less lovely to see that we get the random, you know, legendary creature thrown in there. Sure, that's fine. We probably already lost this one. Let's actually see here. I'll go ahead and try and go for the one here. But yes, apparently you're going to need Pteranodon Gen 2 if you don't already have it unlocked, because you need to go ahead and go for a hybrid if you want to get the what's it called, Pteranodon Gen 2. There's a hybrid that's going to require we're gonna save up all the lovely points here, by the way, and I think I need a cave. No, I need a snow creature against you. I can never remember the thing, but yes, you are going to need the Pteranodon Gen 2 for a hybrid here. And it's difficult because obviously it's Cenozoics, and obviously if you don't have a lot of Cenozoics like I do, it's going to be quite a bit of a tough time. But let's actually see here if I can actually win here. I'm going to try and do this, and then I'm going to try and actually... oh, we actually shouldn't... No, we will. We're not going to need my Plains creature here, so that'll be perfectly fine. I'll go ahead and have this guy get knocked out here. And then once this guy actually comes with the 4, I'll try my best to actually try and get it knocked out. I should probably feed some of my Cenozoic creatures after this. But it's gonna go for the 1, unfortunately. So I had about 4 and it went 3. That's definitely very interesting, so I'll definitely have to go 1 up more than I need to. So I'll go 4, 5, 6. I gotta go 7. Oh, I got to go 7. No, just to be able to get it done. And I hope I actually calculated that correctly. I'm pretty sure I did. But the elephant's going to kind of come in here. It's going to kind of smash some rocks. Okay, good. We have that done. And you're, of course, going to be going down there. There we go. And I don't think we're probably going to win this in this battle, right? We're obviously not going to have that happen there. I want to try and get to maybe 200 or 300 in today's episode. I think that's more than able to. Just to showcase what you're going to be trying to do here. We'll definitely have to see what we end up actually getting to. And you actually went all out. So I'm going to go ahead and go 2. And I'll save the rest, and we should actually be good to go to actually win this thing. And then obviously our cave creature is going to get lined up as well, and it's going to force you to go 4 due to the just how the AI works. I can't believe we actually won this one. We actually ended up going against like a level we had like one with like 800 health. That's actually insane that we actually played it quite well. It actually worked out quite well in our favor, so that's actually great start to the tournament, guys. Great start. But obviously I don't have quite enough Cenozoic creatures to go for like 500 or 600 or anything like that, so this will definitely have to be something we have to definitely try and do here. And good, we obviously have the advantage here, so we'll go ahead and go all out on you just to make sure we win this battle. There we go. That was a level 34 legendary. I can't believe we actually ended up going against that. And for level 34, not even having 1,000 health, that's insane. That just shows you how kind of useless the glacier creatures are. And then they throw a curveball like this where it's like, oh, you're uh-oh. I accidentally turned off my tablet. Are you actually kidding me right now? Anyways, we're going to move on up to Prey League, which, you know, obviously it's day 2, so obviously I'm not going to be jumping up to Survivor League or anything like that. But I'd say 30 trophies is quite a good start, and definitely a good start indeed. Definitely quite worried what I'm going to be ended up facing in here. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is I'm going to pop on over to my Glacier Pit here, kind of grab some of these guys here, level up to level 10 there. And then, of course, come in here. There's going to be you. Level 10. I'm trying to spend all my food on this here, but yeah, we're definitely gonna have to manage this the best that we can here. Not you. And then obviously if we need to evolve anybody, we'll definitely have to do that. And then just get everybody to level 10, right? Just get everybody to level 10. That's gonna be key right here. And then obviously if we need to actually evolve anybody, I shall. And speaking of evolutions, before we continue, I do have 2 guys in here that I probably should get out of here, and it's not going to, unfortunately. Suclomimus is going to take its sweet time in here, but of course Suclomimus is going to be for a hybrid. Bumpy as well, also taking its sweet time. We're trying to get Bumpy to level 40 because of course Ludia has decided to paywall one of these lovely sweet missions here. As you can see, it's the have level 40 Smoothie, and that is just insane. That I don't want to speak on this real quick because I don't think I spoke on this yet other than in the comments, but honestly, Smoothie's low blow is actually a great way to describe this because that is very low of Ludia to do. Even though, yes, technically you need a level 40 Smoothie anyway to even be able to use the shards, to lock a mission like this behind a $40 paywall is actually insane for them to do. And I feel very very mixed on that one, so I don't know quite how to feel on that one, but we'll definitely roll with the punches here, I suppose. We'll go ahead and use all 3 of the classes there. But yeah, that is definitely not a great move, personally, in my opinion. I've not really spoken well about them doing that. Oh, it actually did not go up barely at all, so that's fine. I definitely went a little bit overkill, but that's fine. But yeah, that's definitely not one of my favorite moves, and I'm hoping that that doesn't indicate the future of Jurassic World the game here, but I digress. We'll see here. But anyways, we're gonna hop back on into the glacial battle here. And you know, it's gonna go well. It's going well so far, and obviously I have good creatures that are, I think, that do reach that 1,000 health threshold. So if I do end up needing just a little bit more leg room here, I think we'll be okay. And then also our snow creature is going to be doing well here as well. So everything's actually lined up, so we can actually go ahead and sacrifice the plains creature here, if I'm not mistaken. So we can actually just keep saving the points, try and get it to actually we'll go for 2 here. Block 2, darn, that's fine. Maybe we could have just blocked 2 ourselves just to make sure it didn't try and low blow it. But that's perfectly fine. The Pteranodon, I never know how to pronounce these glacier creatures. Never know how to do that. But it's gonna have 3 points here. What is it gonna do with those 3 points? I don't know. It's gonna do absolutely nothing. So what we're actually gonna do, I'm gonna go 5 and say 3 just to get you knocked out there, just to get you one out of there, just to get it going. There we go, got that done. And we have 2 more left to go, and yes, they're going to have the advantage, and they're probably going to use that advantage against us, but it's also going to probably try and go all out here, and that's exactly what we're going to want here. It's exactly what we're going to need. So let's actually see if we can actually win this tournament here, which is going to be a very important tournament, actually. It's going to be very... Oh, it doesn't go? Really? All right, well, I'll just go for attack 3 and try and get you down a little bit, and of course you block 3. Why wouldn't you block all your lovely points? Sure, why not? You're actually going to save 2 points there. Definitely very interesting. And you have 6 now, so I obviously have 4 points saved up. So you're looking at it as in, like, I could have blocked 4, but you're going to end up going for it anyway, just what we needed to bring in the snow creature, which is going to balance this out, of course. It's snow creature against snow creature, and they have no disadvantage. And since you went exactly that, I will go ahead and do that skill right there. Go ahead and get you one knocked on out of there. And we have 1 more creature left to go, and of course it is a snow creature. But after we get, even if I get knocked out, I have a cave creature, carven creature. I don't even know what it's called. Like, is it carven? Cave? I don't know. But we're obviously, even if you knock me out here, but it's only perfectly fine, because that's not going to happen. As it turns out, we don't even need the cave creature, because we're going to go all out here, and of course take the victory right there with the lovely elephantina style creature here coming in and just gonna thwack it on in there. There you go. 900 damage, quite a lot of damage for something that didn't quite need it, I suppose. But yeah, so I'm actually really terrified what happens when we get up into the higher leagues. That actually really terrifies me a little bit to see what we're going to be ending up getting up to. But of course, we're going to have almost 60 trophies, so we're over halfway over 100, and we are well on our way through Prey League. I would like to try and get to Hunter League in this episode, and then obviously off camera I'll try and win a tournament myself, so that'll be perfectly fine. And actually, let me go ahead and show you the hybrids you're actually going to be needing to get this for. Let me go ahead and show that to you real quick. It'll be right over here. It's this lovely event, not too far off, and there's actually a ton of events going on right now, which you can actually take advantage of with the smoothie if you want to even try and get any shards. But of course, those shards will be added to, I'm sure they'll be added to this kind of event here anyways. But yes, this is going to be the event here that you're going to be trying to get to. It's got 50 days, so obviously you have plenty of time. So you could, in theory, just do one of these steps a day, but it's going to be over here towards like mission 34 here. You need the hybrid, and as you can see, it requires Pteranodon Gen 2, and of course with the Catalyst Gen 2, not Gen 2, but just Gen in general. But obviously, yeah, that one's obviously very easy to get. I think you can actually literally just get that one in the mission battles, which is, you know, very easy to win, obviously. Let's go ahead and throw in some more lovely creatures there, and hop straight back into the tournament here. It's going to be quite easy to win. I'm actually really hoping that I am actually able to win this, because I would like to go ahead and just throw 8 of those into a hatchery real quick. Okay, so the levels are starting to amp up a little bit. It's a little bit nervous, you know, and obviously there's no glacier flock creatures, which, you know, the dodo types could very easily be, I suppose, because obviously those are more of the Cenozoic type creatures rather than, you know, a Jurassic. They're not really herbivore, they're maybe more classified as a Cenozoic. But I digress. They will do whatever they want, I suppose. But actually, I think it would be really nice to have a glacier flock creature, even though it'd be the most OP thing in like glacier in general. Like, there's nothing that would really be on par with it, which is a bit of a shame. Also, we can go ahead and sacrifice the snow creature here, and I'll bring in the plains creature to take on this cave. And then we actually should be good from there. We should be good from there. We should have the lineup perfectly in line. And I think that's a good thing about only having 3 is you are a lot more likely to have the dominoes fall in your favor. And it's actually going to go 2. That's definitely very interesting. With me having 3 points, normally it doesn't do that. But I digress. I suppose that's perfectly fine. We're going to come in and we're going to do 2 attack. And I'm actually going to block some. So I'll go 2, go 2, and go 2 right there. There we go. Got that done. And we're going to go ahead and have you swiped on away there. There we go. And of course, you're going to have that done right there. And of course, yeah, so this is going to be a very important tournament to try and win here. Very important indeed. Yeah, and obviously, if you want to try and get the super hybrid, which is going to be very hard to do, obviously, because you need to get that hybrid unlocked. Of course, you do have 50 days to do it. So you could, in theory, take 2 weeks to hatch 4 in a row. That is definitely a very possible route to take. And I don't even know if it's going to knock you out. It should. In theory? No, 6 left. No, darn it. Well, that's a bit of a shame, I suppose. We'll go ahead and have the 2. You'll probably go, oh, actually I have 400 health, so you actually got to go probably all out to actually even knock me out according to your AI there. But are you going to do that is definitely a question I'm not quite sure that I need to want to answer. You do actually end up going all 4, and I need to make sure not to press that power button again. I'd like not to get disconnected mid-match. That'd be great. But I'll go ahead and go 1. How much attack are you going to have? Not much. Oh, block 3 just in case, because I'm not sure how much health you had. I think you were only in the 200s anyways. But I'll block 3 just in case it tries to do anything tricky. Oh, no. Okay, that was a very good call, because, you know, mathematically, it probably could have actually knocked me out in 2. Granted, maybe not, actually. Maybe not. Only 98. I have almost 300. So it probably still would have taken 3. And then obviously you also... Okay, it does go a little bit, so it's got only 1 point left. That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I will take that any day. So what I'll go ahead and do is go all 5, and that should in theory actually knock you out, because 4 will definitely... But yeah, that's going to be the Pteranodon Gen 2 tournament right there. That's not all we're going to be doing in today's episode, of course. I want to tackle one of these events here, and actually, like I said before, this one will get you a legendary creature, and that's actually a really great deal because, you know, legendary creatures can be quite powerful. I mean, just between these two, you can get a herbivore or anything like that. Actually, a 5% chance to get like a better one is actually not that bad. I mean, a Montosaurus, I mean... It's not the worst I've seen. 2,078 health and 1,200 attack. You know, it's got a bit of that half attack. I don't think it's quite a bit of a tank per se, but I'd say that's pretty balanced. Let's hop on in here. We're going to be taking on this event here. Now we have 3 things here, and I imagine all 3 of them are going to be, you know, herbivores. So what I'm imagining we need to do is bring in, as much as I don't want to, I think we're going to have to do that there, right? And that's, oh, and it's only actually going to be super rares, which is actually really interesting. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll do this, and I imagine if I evolve them, it should be perfectly fine to actually reset what they need. So actually what I might go ahead and do is evolve 1 or 2 of the level 30 Ankylosaurus, because we need a level 30 or level 40 Ankylosaurus anyway for the hybrid. So that's perfectly fine. You end up going 1 out of your 2. Now granted, I probably should have put you in last. Actually, yeah, this was actually a really bad idea. Wait, how do we have an advantage? Oh, because you're a pterosaur, duh. Okay, so how about it said I block 1 and save 2, and okay, you did save the point. I was a little bit worried about that. Actually, that might knock me out here. Oh no, you dinosaur up anyways. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Maybe it's not perfectly fine actually, because we're in a bit of a pickle. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna take one of my points. I'm gonna swap to the later Ankylosaurus here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have the points to actually win this one, unfortunately. This is gonna be a little bit of a pickle here, because they're just so high HP. I really don't want to use my Monocerotops. I don't think I have an insta done. Ooh, what do I do here? I don't want to go all 8. I don't want to go all 8. I think I'll go 7. I'll go 7. That's what I'll do. Ooh, it blocked 3. Is that even gonna be enough? Oh, it does it. Wow. Okay. No, it didn't. Oh, I thought it did it. Okay, never mind. So it's 400 left. But I suppose that's fine, right? That's perfectly fine. It's gonna knock me out anyways. And then I had 2 left. It went 2. No, it went 3. It didn't save any points, I don't think. I can't recall. I wasn't paying attention. So what I'll go ahead and do is I need to reassess what is happening. So what I'll do is I will... Ooh. I'll go 4 and save 1. How much you want to bet it went all out? How much you want to bet it did go up? No, it didn't. It would have had to at least gone 3. I think it went at least 3. Let's see how many points it actually had. Why am I not being focused on? No, focus on me, dang it. Okay, so it only had 1 left. Oh, well. So it's got 2 left now, which is fine. Now we're going to have a little bit more attack. Well, we have so much Lich HP. Ooh, I don't think we got this one. So it's got 2. Ooh, and it can knock me out in 2. See, if I go all out, it can knock me out in 2. So I'm going to actually, best bet, save 3 and, or save 2, block 3 here. Why is it not focusing? So now it can actually knock me out, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, my camera really doesn't want to focus on me for some reason. Okay, there it goes. That's definitely very interesting. We definitely, yeah, because it's going to take 4 to knock you out and then 1 to get past that. Yeah, that one didn't quite pan out as much as I wanted to, unfortunately. All right, well, I guess we'll just speed it up and watch the loss here. No, Monostegotops, no. So what I might actually end up doing is I might speed up the lower level Monostegotops first. So I'll throw in you 2 first, and I'll throw in the Monostegotops. That's how we're going to have to tackle this one, unfortunately. So we'll just use the Parasaurolophus and the Ankylosaurus for saving up points, and then we can go ahead and go full charge into this with the Monostegotops, which will of course have plenty of health and plenty of attack that'll actually be able to take it on quite fine. And then it should be fine. It should be fine to actually take on the other 2 events. You know, if I have to spend $100, it's fine. I mean, this event is going to end in what, a couple hours anyways, so actually we don't even get knocked out. I'll actually take that, sure. And then I'll go ahead and save up all those points, and I'll actually attack 2 because I know you'll be open. Right, there you go. So I got our 2 through. Now you're gonna have 3 left. All right, you're gonna have 3, and you actually go to 3. Okay, that's actually good. We actually really wanted that. We actually want the 3 because now you're actually completely wide open, and I can actually save a couple points. Now we do have to be a little bit careful here. So I'm gonna block 2 and save the other 4. We have to be a little bit careful here because even though, yeah, we're gonna be much stronger than them, their attack is still quite up there. Where if they were to go like something like 4 or 5, we would still definitely lose. So we need to get past this Ankylodontus here and actually be able to make it here. So that's gonna be actually that right there. I'm gonna go 4, block 2, save 2. That should be perfectly fine. I know it's probably a little bit overkill, but I'm just trying to make sure because I'm trying to like half pay attention to make sure everything's like working with the recording. And then make sure, obviously, I'm trying to battle here, so I'm like half paying attention. That's why I kind of, you know, always lose track of what's happening in a battle, because it's like, you know, there's so many things I got to pay attention to. There's so many things I got to do when it comes to recording these videos, and obviously there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that happens. But that's obviously one of those battles done right there. Finally got one done. Jeez. 2 more left to go. How much is the speed up? 144. Sure, why not? I'll go ahead and do that skill right there. We'll go ahead and put you 2 in, and we'll put you... Oh, we don't have enough coins? Really? All right, well, I'll just get some more. That's fine. There we go. And of course, do that same exact skill right there. Oh, we've got carnivores. Ooh. Okay. So this is where things are going to get a little bit interesting, isn't it? And I can't use... Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit interesting, isn't it? Well, I guess what I can do, technically, in theory, is come over here to my super rare collection. Oh, I can't because, you know, the others are going to be, you know, not ready to go. And obviously your attack isn't quite up there. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky, isn't it? This one's going to be a little bit more tricky than I thought. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. I'll throw you 2 in. And I'll try and see if I can actually make it. Well, actually, let me just do this. Hold on. Let me just do this. You literally need to just get out. You just need to leave. You just need to go. I need to get smoothly done anyways. Oh, wait, no, actually, I should be doing Slucum Mimus because then I won't have to spend $100 to actually get that done. So maybe that wasn't a waste of... No, it was a complete waste of money. No. Darn you, stupid smoothie. You're perfectly fine. All right, you got Slucum Mimus on out of there, and I can go ahead and evolve the super rare for free, of course, and come on over here and get that done. Come on over here and get you evolved here. Speed you on up. Let's see if I can get an instant done. I can't, and I'm running out of bucks, dude. I'm running out of bucks so bad. It's actually so bad, but this is how we're gonna actually win the event, because if we would have went in, you know, full-fledged with what we had, I don't know if we would have won that, actually. Why am I leveling you up? I need to level this guy up. There you go. Now there's 355 health. We're still in insta hit. We are still an insta hit, but at least we'll have a little bit more attack. So that's perfectly fine. I have these ready to go, actually. I don't know why. And actually, this event here is almost done, which is actually great to see. We obviously have a card back with some SDNA unlocked and some DNA, of course. And some loyalty points, of course. We'll go ahead and open that up right there. There we go. And, of course, we're going to have that lovely amber right there. And we're so close to getting our last couple of smoothies. Last couple ones. What's in? Oh, wow. I have a ton of these done already. Jeez. Is this actually going to do it already? I doubt it'll actually get all the way there. Am I getting another one unlocked? No, I think we're going to be a couple points short. Yeah, we're going to be like 15 short, which, you know, watching an ad can fix, but I'm not really wanting to do that. We'll get that done over time. That's perfectly fine. Hop back on in here, and I'll actually do the lovely skill of, we'll do someone for a little bit more, which is not really going to matter, and we'll just do that team right there. I think that's a pretty good team to try and go with here. Let's go ahead and hop on in here and save the point, because we're dead either way, unfortunately. We're dead either way. And how much attack do the others have? They don't break 500, which is good. And you're going to end up going 2. So now what I'm going to do, now that we know that you're out of points like that, I'm going to go ahead and block 2 and save 1. So that way we can make sure you don't knock me out. And I can try and get up to 8 points and get you knocked out. And theoretically, what I would like to do is try and get you knocked out here with my glacier creature. I'll go ahead and do that there. I would like to do that, but I highly doubt that that's actually going to happen. But now we're actually going to be in a position where, you know, okay, we can go ahead, we can save all 4 points, and I know you're down a little bit, so go ahead and attack you. And that's going to be perfectly fine. And hopefully you actually end up going 4. I'm crossing my fingers you do. Okay, good, you do. So now you're completely wide open, and we can go like 2, right? We can go 2 or 3, actually. We might have to go 3. No, we can actually only go 2. Okay, and then making sure we don't get knocked out. I'll block 3 and save 3 so we can carry over those points to the next dinosaur here. Monoceratops hopefully able to get this for the win here. Now, with 4 points, what are you going to do? Hopefully you go something. You go 2. Okay, so that gives me a little bit to work with here. Now let's plan for they save the other 2 points. Let's plan for that. 352. Let's do 4. Oh, block 2, save 1. Okay, so I probably should have factored in they were going to block it anyways, but that's perfectly fine. The Supersaurus coming on in here with 4 lovely points coming on in. Let's actually see. You're actually going to go 3. That's not bad. That's not bad. And what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is go all 5 here. And, of course, take the victory right there. There we go. That's going to be the victory right there. And now we should be good for the last one. As long as there's not some sort of, like, massive, crazy carnivore, we should be fine. Let's actually see. There's a carnivore at the end, which is okay because, yes, I'll speed up 1 Ankylosaurus so that way we have a little bit of health to work with here. I'll do that. Maybe that's a dumb idea. I don't know, but I'll go ahead and go with this team here. Now, Monoceratops, even at a disadvantage, should in theory still have about like 600 or 700 attack to go against the carnivore there. So in theory, we should actually be fine. We should actually be fine to actually just do the skill here. I'll go ahead and save 2 and block 1 there. There we go. Just to make sure it doesn't try and get any attack on me. And then next turn, I'll go ahead and save all 4 of my points. Okay, so yeah, this is actually where you want to do that. You actually want to go ahead and save all 4 of the points here because now we don't know what it did. Oh, it saved up to 5. Oh, okay then. Oh, now it's gonna, okay, that's actually really great news. So go ahead and get you out of there. And you went 3. So you got 1 left. So I need to go like 3. Yeah, so we're gonna go 3. We're going to, you guys don't break 500 yet, but you're pretty much at 500. We're gonna go, yes, so 3 will do it. Block 3, save 2. That's what we're gonna do. And now we'll go ahead and get rid of this carnivore, and that's actually gonna be great. Now we have about 1,200 attack, which is actually fantastic because that'll double hit these guys. That'll definitely double hit them. And that's what we want. That's what we want. Now, granted, you didn't do anything, and that's really not great. So I'm going to actually go ahead and block 4 and save 2. Try and wait out and see what you're going to end up doing here. That's what I'm going to try and do here. Now, like, and that's also a good thing, too, because, like, if I would have went 5 and you had, like, 5... Oh, you're still... Okay. And I'm pretty sure 4 will do it, too. I'm going to try the same thing again. Okay. It's up to 6 now, which isn't good. I needed to do something here. I needed to go. I needed to go. Okay, 3. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So now we know it has at least 3. You do have a lot less attack, so I'm gonna go 5 and block the 1. Okay, yeah, that was a good call. That was a very good call. Very good call. So now we just gotta get 2 through. We just have to get 2 through and we'll be good. It doesn't do anything. Well, okay. Here's the thing. If it's got 5, 276 shouldn't do it. I'll take the chance and block 3 and save 1. Okay, I should have went. Oh well, that's fine. But even then, 6 isn't going to do much because only 3 is going to go through, and it'll do like what, 1,000? So it goes 5. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, we won. We got this. We got this. We're good. There we go. Monoceratops coming in with the victory right there. And of course, we got the Caprasuchus on out of there, and that's the event 1. So now go ahead and put in the comments before I open up this pack, what creature do you think I will be able to pull in this pack? No cheating whatsoever. The acts of kindness. Okay, so we didn't get anything too special. We got the Uniosaurus, unfortunately, but who cares? It's fine. I really didn't need any of those creatures anyways. That's not really who my goals are for. And one more thing before I actually want to go. I want to collect all this, right? And I want to go ahead and get this mission going here. This is something I noticed that like wasn't, happening. And then dig sites, I need to keep more of those coming. And that should be number 5 right there. And by the time the next episode premieres, we should be able to level up, of course. So I'll go ahead and make sure that that gets done there.